I thought if we ever broke up, I would feel this tremendous sense of relief. I could go back to being myself. But something happened. I fell in love with you or something. And I stopped being a loner.
Dylan, I think that's wonderful.
I think it's terrible.
You can look the other way once, and it's no big deal. Except it makes it easier for you to compromise the next time. And pretty soon, that's all you're doing is compromising because that's how you think things are done.
It's the Al Travis Show. We love having her on. It's Life with Katie. Katie, how are you today?
Wow, I was pretty good, but I'm a little troubled by those bumper
Audios? Yeah.
audios. Yeah.
I think it's funny, especially when you get around the holidays now with Valentine's Day coming up. What are your plans this week? Got a big week? You got big Super Bowl plans?
I do not. I believe I will believe I'll be on a plane. I don't know. You know what? I get into Jacksonville, Florida at 2:20 in the afternoon.
Oh.
But then we have a gal who's a customer of ours who's become a friend of mine, and she and I always get together when I'm there, and I'm actually going out to dinner with her on
Super Bowl Sunday.
night. Yeah.
Well, good. Do you care enough to watch the game? Is that anything that even interests you?
I love football, so I would love to watch the Super Bowl. I'm kind of disappointed that I'll be busy doing something else. And I usually we are headed to market in Las Vegas on Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm used to the crowds in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a restaurant that will seat us for under a couple $100 because it's just ludicrous in Las Vegas Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, because everybody.
Al, you gotta love the navy and lime colored uniforms of Seattle. So I'm rooting for Seattle because
I was going to ask you, that because of their uniforms? I
also am happy that Sam Darnold is kind of flipping us the bird and doing so well.
I give him real credit. The guy's been through 5 teams. I think this is his 6th team. He wins 14 games with us. It's not good enough to pay him the big money. We didn't want to risk it. And he gets the big money. I mean, good for that. I think it was $100 million in 3 years to go there and play. And he wins another 14 games. He's got that whole monkey off his back. Now, if he goes and lays a big egg on Sunday, and I'm voting for him, I want him to win, that will hurt his little reputation again. But if he hangs in there and they could win somehow, all of a sudden Sam Darnold is no longer that misfit toy. And I'm hoping for him.
I know, me too. That would be a great story for him, and it would make him happy. So yeah, good for him. I'm hoping that he wins. But yeah, other than that,
how are things with you and Mr. Wright now doing?
I think good.
You have plans? You guys do anything? Do you do anything big for the Valentines? What do you got going on? You're going out of town. Are you going to miss Valentine's Day with a sweetie? Really?
No. You know what? I am threading the needle, my friend. I come back next Thursday late at night. I think my plane gets in at like 11, and then Friday he asked me what I wanted to do, and
you said go to Dave and Buster's, didn't you?
How did you know?
Because I read the story. Did you read the story? No. Dave and Buster's are helping those in love take that next step. They are hiding 5 3-carat diamond engagement rings in their human crane game. Each ring worth $15K.
That's brilliant. I love that so much.
I thought of you like, Mr. Wright says, Katie, let's just go to Dave and Buster's. It'll be fun. And Katie's like, sure, why not? And he convinces you to get in the human crane game. and he jostles you around to try to pick up a $15,000 engagement ring. Would you find that romantic? Or at our age, is that like, that's a kid game?
You know what? Number one, okay. I sound like
just playing along. Come on.
Okay, I sound like a snot. A 3-carat diamond ring that's only $15,000 doesn't seem that.
No one says it was brilliantly white or whatever the other things they look at.
So that's number one. Number 2 is, yeah, you know what? That's not very romantic, but it's a great story. Number 3, I'm guessing it'll be mostly single gals in their search for that. And I could see me and my girlfriends going, and then taking the diamond and turning it into a necklace or doing something with it.
Oh, that's funny. Let's just, and I'm not trying to get Mr. Right now in any trouble here, but for the next one, if you were going to get married again, is it more about the story? What I love about Dave and Buster's, and these will be some young kids. Who cares? They get a diamond ring. They don't have to pay for it. They don't have the money. I'm actually for it. I think it's good for Dave and Buster. I think the human crane thing, I
Great
hope
marketing.
I hope they're videotaping the whole thing. But would you look for more of that romantic gesture, or would you like something that'll be a great story like, oh, Mr. Right, he got on the crane and I was able to jiggle him through and he found the thing. Would you rather a story for the next one? I don't know if we've ever talked about your first one. Was your first one a story, or was it just romantic? Your first proposal?
It was not. I think it was neither.
Oh,
So I guess
no red flag there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No, you know what? I would opt for something that was more romantic.
No, instead of you and a crane looking for. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that an age thing, or is that just you?
I think it was just me, or something that I think would be funny, or right, but that wasn't like Dave and Buster-ish, because there's the thin line between making a mockery of stuff and having fun.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I did? Because I think I walked that line pretty well. So 30-something years ago, the new bank came to town. They had one of them scrolling word things, go to our bank thing. And I happened to bank there, and I went up to the president and said, could you do me a favor? I said, I'm going to ask my fiance to marry me. Or I guess I was going to ask the girl I'm dating to be my fiance. And so he put on, will you marry me, Steph, Al? And something like that. And he said, yeah, we'll turn it on at 4:00, because I had to get off the air, had to do my thing, go get the girlfriend and convince her we're going to go to Fairmont for something. And we drove by. But then
how do you get her to look that way?
well, you almost can't miss it because it is right there on the road. But the bigger problem was how slow you have to drive at that moment. So she doesn't just see, will you, and then you're by it, and then you got to wing back around. So I was really remarkably going. So the weird thing about it, two things. The folks at the radio station heard I'd set it up. I'd told somebody it wasn't on the air. And then so like everyone from the radio station was hiding around the bank waiting for this. So I pull into the parking lot. She reads the whole thing. We get out, and the paper in town, the Sentinel, obviously saw it. Somebody said, what's going on here? And they had somebody come out, and they took photos of it. And it made the front page of the paper, each one of them. Now, that wasn't my plan. It was just to have her read it. But I actually made the front page of the paper. Now, that's better than, in my opinion, putting her in a crank game and trying to get her to get a ring. Is that walking a line? Is that enough?
Yeah,
was it over the top?
Lovely. No, I think that's lovely. That's
that was what I did. And we still have that copy of the paper somewhere. I don't remember where. Never did it much. It's in a box somewhere, I'm sure. Anyway, that's what we did. All right.
Thanks.
All right. You're going to go out of town, but we're going to talk Valentine's Day when you get back. Can we do that after the break?
Sure we can.
Okay. We're going to do that right after this. I've got her. Life with Katie.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need more than a lobbyist. You need a partner. At Momentum Advocacy, we bring nearly 90 years of combined experience in government relations, public affairs, and strategic communications. From nonprofits to national corporations, we help organizations navigate Minnesota's political landscape with integrity, insight, and results. Whether you need legislative champions or headlines, Momentum Advocacy delivers. For more, visit momentum-advocacy.com. Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
It's nice to know a guy that knows a guy. Al Travis.
Well, I know Katie, and we do Life with Katie. Talk a little Valentine's Day as we're rushing up to it if we can. You and I are seasoned human beings, been here a little bit, done that. Does this holiday mean anything anymore? Should it?
Well, you know what? Of course, it's a made-up holiday.
But we've all been there, done that, bought into it. We've been doing it since you and I were nothing.
So bring it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good with some Valentine's Day cheer.
You're okay with it. What does that do for Katie then? And what I mean by that is, different. I'm married 30-something years. We've been doing this Valentine's thing every year. You come up with 30 different things you think you want for Valentine's. Now, you got a Mr. Right who may be listening to the program. You might want to choose your words carefully. What is it that Katie expects out of this? A nice picked card that he took time to read through the entire Hallmark section and find the perfect card for Katie? Just a card, so he spent $8 just to make sure you know he remembered you. Is there something more that has to be done on a Valentine's Day for seasoned people?
Well, you know what? He asked me about Valentine's Day, and I said, yeah, of course. And then he said, is there anything special you want to do? And I said, well, you know what? Oh, and for people who don't, it's the same person I spent last Valentine's Day with.
Oh, go back to the Ring at Dave and Buster's conversation. Good night.
Right. No. So, and I said, you know what? I loved last year's Valentine's Day. Could not have been any better. So I said, I would happily do a replay of last year.
Remind the rest of us if we don't remember what last year was.
He got us a hotel room and he had a dozen red roses in there.
Oh,
and then we went out for dinner, and then in the next morning we went out for breakfast, and we just had a really good time. And I said I would do that all over again. It was so much. It was so lovely. And I said, on the other hand, another thing I said, there's we made a recipe for these short ribs with mashed potatoes. Oh, it's so good. Last spring. And I said, remember that the short rib recipe that we made last spring? And he's like, yeah. I said, if we can find that, I said, I would opt for, going to your house, going to the grocery store.
No, wait a minute. You guys have been dating so long, you're okay with eating short ribs in front of them? This could work out.
Yeah, we had
ribs is not a eat in front of someone else kind of meal unless you're beyond that.
Well, these guys, they kind of fall off the bone, and they're just. And I said, I would be up for us going to the grocery store, getting all of the fixins, going to your house, making them up, and then put a fire in the fireplace, put on some music, and hang out. I go, that would to me would be a great Valentine's. And he said, I can make that happen. And I said, fantastic. That's what we're doing.
Okay, what we're doing, it sounds like what he's doing. It's his house. He's got to cook. He's got to make the ribs. Going to clean up. What is your side of that? What do you do when you ask the same? What would you like? And he's like, just doing everything I can for you, Katie. That's all I need. I mean, that you're shaking your head. That sounds so
yeah.
whipped.
What else is? You know what? Why not? What's wrong with that?
That's so lame. How about so you have other friends? We've talked about them for years that may or may not be in the committed relationship that you are. Is this holiday a problem for those that maybe don't have someone else?
I think it can be, and I think it also. I think a lot of us are past the point of being super sad about past relation. You know, like our ex-husbands and maybe the great Valentine's opportunities we had with them back in the day and things that we did. I think that's kind of in the rear view mirror. But yeah, you know what? Valentine's Day always signals.
Let me ask you, do you hide your... See, this, I don't even believe you, so I'm going to throw it out there. First, the perfect Valentine's Day was a year ago. You went to Chicago and a 10 out of 10 weekend, which no one believes. No one believes that. It's not 10 out of 10. That's a lie. And now this
9.5.
Well, see, now you're already rethinking it because you know I'm right. This
It
can't be.
was great. It was great. We had such a good time.
Okay. All right. So, how much does Katie have to keep some of that away from her friends who may not be in the same perfect situation with 10 out of 10 weekends and that sort of thing? Do you tamp that down a bit for them, or are your girlfriends big enough? It seems like such a wrong way. Okay with you sharing and coming back 10 for 10 weekend, and like, what do you do? Sat with my cats, watch, Murder, She Wrote, or, you know what I'm saying? Are you able to share that with your friends as honestly you are with me?
Yeah, because we talk about did you have a good time? Yep. What'd you do? What? And
Do you go
like,
10 out of 10? It couldn't be more perfect. Is that what you're throwing in the face of your friends?
do I say it's 10 out? No, no, because we go deeper into it because
Okay.
and kind of talk through things because remember we were going to take the train to Chicago and then on Friday morning and starting Thursday midday I started getting your train is delayed and it kept getting later and later and later and I kept sending updates. Oh, the train's even later. Okay, we'll figure it out. And then Friday morning I'm like, oh my God, it's not leaving. And then I'm like, okay, are you always this? Why are you so nice about this? Or why are you not freaking out? And he's like, well, there's nothing to freak out about. Why don't we just get in the car and drive, Katie? I'll just drive us there. And I'm like, really?
See, I don't believe this guy exists. I think this is like the end of the movie is going to be you wake up and then all of us realize he was. Because no guy ever said, don't worry about it. We'll just take an 8-hour drive. No real guy said that'd be better. No, I can't. No.
Well, not that it would be better, but our train was delayed until midnight Friday night. And he drives for work, right? He's driving.
I understand. You've said this before. I find it remarkable. Okay. But here's my point. On the married people front, after Valentine's Day, and you see one of your married couple friends, they'll come over, you downplay whatever you did. Oh, I just got to, we made a dinner or we did a thing, and you just got to throw it off because you don't want to imbalance that friendship where you're like Mr. Romance guy and you're doing it, and he's like, nah, nothing really happened. We just, went to dinner or whatever. I think married couples try to balance that out, and I just wondered if you're doing that on the single side.
No, and I think that's really tragic because of all the people I know that are divorced and the people that I know that have been widowed because of unfortunate circumstances, you need to appreciate every second you have with the people you love, and you need to appreciate every Valentine's Day because you don't know what next year is going to bring. And I think it's really sad if you are having a wonderful time, love somebody, or are liking somebody, and you feel like you have to tamper it down for your friends. Then I feel like there's something wrong with your friendship because they should be happy for you. And
I think my friends just make sure they don't want to make me feel bad. That's all you did, Al. They just want to make sure I'm, not feeling bad about me. That's real friendship.
And it got very quiet.
You got very quiet all of a sudden. I'm out of town. I love having you on, Katie. We'll see you next week.
Sure.
Have a good weekend.
Florida.
Yeah, from Florida. Very excited to hear that. You'll be very warm. We'll be back. Watch out. I hear that the lizards are freezing or something. They're getting so cold they're falling out of the trees, and that's like a real thing. I saw a news story on it. They get to 39 degrees. Be careful. Look up. Always be looking up.
All righty.
All right. Katie, Life with Katie on the Al Travis Show.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need